Welcome to the German Perspective, where we pick news from German sources about American events. Today's topic: Kamala Harris, first female president of the U.S. 5 key things you should know. After Joe Biden's withdrawal from the U.S. presidential race, Kamala Harris is set to step in as the Democratic candidate. Whether the party will rally behind the 59-year-old remains to be seen. If she wins, she would lead the world's largest economy and command the military of a nuclear superpower, making her the most powerful woman in the world. Here are 5 things to know about Harris. First, Kamala Harris made history as vice president. She was the first woman, the first black person, and the first person of Asian descent to hold the office. Her father, a renowned economist, is from Jamaica, and her mother, a cancer researcher and civil rights activist, hailed from India. Harris has often spoken about how India is a significant part of her life. As children, she and her sister Maya frequently traveled to India with their mother. In 2009, her mother passed away, leaving a lasting impact on Harris. In a 2020 speech, she said, "She raised us to be proud, strong black women, and she taught us to be proud of our Indian heritage." Second, Harris has a law and order background. She became the first black district attorney of San Francisco and later the first attorney general of California. Her tough stance on law and order drew criticism within her party. In 2017, she joined the U.S. Senate, where she leveraged her prosecutorial experience with a rigorous and effective questioning style during hearings. Third, Harris is controversial within her own party. Like Biden, she struggles with low approval ratings. As vice president, she initially had difficulty distinguishing herself and was perceived by many as politically lackluster. In the early days of her vice presidency, some Democrats even saw her as a liability. However, by 2022, she began to find her footing, becoming a prominent voice in the fight for abortion rights and against gun violence. Recently, Republicans have increasingly targeted her with rhetorical attacks, especially as Biden's potential departure looms. They criticize her for perceived failures in immigration policy, one of the hottest issues in the campaign. Some critics argue that Biden assigned her an unsolvable task with immigration. Fourth, on the international stage, Harris would face significant challenges as president. Major issues include the wars in Ukraine and the Middle East and the tense U.S.-China relationship. She has sharpened her foreign policy profile in recent months. In February, she reaffirmed her commitment to NATO and international cooperation at the Munich Security Conference, in stark contrast to Trump's more critical stance on military alliances and traditional allies. Harris also represented Biden at the International Ukraine Summit in Switzerland and firmly urged Israel to show restraint in Gaza. Finally, if Harris becomes president, the U.S. would have its first gentleman instead of a first lady. Harris met her partner Doug Emhoff relatively late in life. A friend set up a blind date for them in California in 2013. They married the following year. Emhoff, a lawyer, has two grown children from his first marriage, Cole and Ella. When Harris became vice president, Emhoff became the first second gentleman in U.S. history. So, will Kamala Harris become the first female president of the U.S.? This video was generated using artificial intelligence. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more updates. See you next time.